Today we're on the very last lesson of Module 1, Lesson 16. And today we're going to use tape diagrams. We're going to take a closer look at how we can use tape diagrams to help us solve word problems. We're going to use everything we know about decimals, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing in solving these word problems. Let's look at the problem of the day. The problem of the day is one, isn't it a word problem? And then we can use tape diagrams. So it's part of our learning goal, isn't it? It says Jesse and 3 friends buy snacks for a hike. How many people are going on the hike altogether? It's Jesse and 3 friends. So how many people is that altogether? 4 people. They buy trail mix for $5.42, apples for $2.55, and granola bars for $3.39. If the 4 friends split the cost of the snacks equally, how much should each friend pay? Use a tape diagram to show your thinking. Okay, the first thing we need to do is figure out what is the question asking. For number 1, what did you write down? What is the question asking? Samarth?
The question is asking how much should each friend pay?
Very good. We have to figure out if they're going to split it equally, how much does each person need to pay? Very good. What important information do we need in order to figure that out? Taylor? Okay, they bought trail mix for $5.42. They bought apples for $2.55. Very good. The granola bars cost $3.39. How many people are splitting those costs evenly?
4.
4 people are splitting the cost equally, and we have to use a tape diagram. In fact, this example, we probably have to show 2 tape diagrams. And here's how we could do it. First, they bought trail mix. TM for trail mix. How much did the trail mix cost? $5.42. Go ahead and label that. Okay, then they bought granola bars. All right, GB for granola bars. How much did the granola bars cost? $3.39. Oops, I left out the apples, right? They bought apples as well. And how much did the apples cost? $2.55. How can I figure out how much money they paid all together? Wouldn't I have to add up $5.42, $3.39, and $2.55 to find out how much they paid all together? Okay, go ahead and do that. So when we add it together, we can see that the total cost of all the snacks was $11.36. What I can do is I can show this new bar that's exactly the same size as all 3 snacks as being $11.36. Do you agree? How many friends are sharing that cost? So I have to take that number, $11.36, and divide it into how many equal-sized pieces? 4. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that bar and divide it into 4 pieces. This is friend number 1, this is friend number 2, this is friend number 3, and this is Jesse, or friend number 4. We can show that we're trying to find how much one person needs to pay with that question mark. So how can I figure out the value of that question mark? Well, I have to take the total cost, $11.36, and I have to divide it by 4. Okay, very good. I'm going to write this on a new slide so I have more. So again, I have $11.36, which is my whole. It's living in the house, and the divisor of 4 is knocking on the door. It's the same problem. Do you see that? What's my largest unit that has value? Not what's my largest digit. What's my largest value unit that has value? Arnav? Tens. You're right. I have a 1 in the tens. If I have 1 in the tens, can I share that equally into 4 groups? So I got to regroup that. I have to think of it as 11 ones, right? If I have 11 ones, how many can I put in each group? Dad's going to divide. What's 11 divided by 4? Everyone? 2. Should I put a 2 in the tens right here?
No.
The 2 needs to go in the ones column. Very good. Then Mom's going to multiply. What's 2 times 4?
8.
Okay. Sister's going to subtract. How many did we use up and how many do we have left? Well, we had 11. We used up 8. How many do we have left? 3. When brother brings down the next 3, we see we have how many tenths? 33. I'm going to right away add my decimal point in my quotient so I am sure that I'm working in the tenths. What's 33? Dad's going to divide. 33 divided by 4 is? 8. 8 what's? Tenths. Mom's going to multiply to find out how many tenths we used up. 8 times 4 is?
32.
Okay, sister's going to subtract to find out how many tenths we have left. 33 minus 32 is?
1.
Brother's going to regroup and bring down. What units are we working in now? Hundreds. How many hundreds do we have? 16. Very good. If I take 16, or if Dad, rather, takes 16 and divides it by 4, what does he get? 4. If Mom multiplies 4 times 4, how many hundreds did we use up? If Sister subtracts, how many do we have left? We're done. Each friend will need to pay $2.84. So we know that we're trying to use tape diagrams, first of all, today, so we have to draw a tape diagram. If this is all of the fence that the gardener installed, how much fence should I label it as? We know that altogether, the gardener installed how many meters of fence? 42.6. So the entire fence is 42.6. If on your exit ticket or practice or math test or weekly check-in, you don't draw a tape diagram, you won't get full credit. So right now in your notebook, make sure you draw this tape diagram so you have a really good example and it helps you form your understanding of how to draw these tape diagrams. Okay, what was the first day that he installed fence? It was on Monday. So that's the part he installed on Monday. Does the information tell us how much he installed on Monday? So let's label it. How much did he install on Monday? 13.45. Okay. Then he installed some more on Tuesday, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's write here that he did some on Tuesday. And how many meters did he install on Tuesday? 9.5. Does it tell us how much he installed on Wednesday? No? Oh. What about Thursday? What about Friday? No, but we know he did some on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But it tells us those last 3 days, whatever was left, he split it equally, didn't he? Okay. What we're trying to find ultimately is how much he installed on each of those last 3 days. So first, what do we need to find out? What's the first thing we'll have to find out? I'll tell you right now, this is a multi-step problem. What's the first thing we'll have to figure out? Niv? Yeah, we need to figure out this amount over here, the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday amount. So how can we do that? Well, we can take the total amount of 42.6 and take away Monday's amount and Tuesday's amount. Do you agree? Yeah. Go ahead and do that. When we add up Monday and Tuesday's amount, we can find out all together how much did he install on Monday and Tuesday. 22.95. So if we want to find out how much was shared by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have to take the total, 42.6, and take away Monday's amount, Monday and Tuesday's amount, which is 22.95. Okay. We'll have to do some regrouping to subtract, won't we? Okay, go ahead and do that. So after regrouping and subtracting, I can see how much was split equally into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 19.65 meters. Now how can I figure out how much he did on each of those 3 days? Krisha? So I take 19.65 and I divide it by 3. So after dividing, you should get 6.55. Yes? Do you agree? Yes. So that means each day of the last 3 days, he installed 6 55/100ths of a meter. Let's take a look at what's going on in this type diagram. How many people are involved in this problem? 2, John and Alan. Okay. How much money does John have altogether? $9. Who has more money, John or Alan? John. How can you tell John has more money? Sawyer?
Is it a bigger tape diagram?
Yeah, his tape diagram is bigger. Okay. Now I cut John's into 4 equal pieces. How many of those pieces does Alan have?
1.
So what fraction of John's money does Alan have? 1/4. So maybe a story problem could be John earned $9 mowing the lawn. Alan earned 1/4 as much as John. So far, does that make sense? I could ask you, how much money did Alan make? Would that be this question mark right here?
Yes.
Now we got to figure out this question mark, right? I could say, how much more money did John earn compared to Alan? Because isn't this part right here the extra money that John has compared to Alan? Okay. Go ahead and write yourself a story problem that's not about mowing the lawn, about something else that matches this tape diagram. It needs to have 2 questions because there are 2 question marks. Then, solve your own problem.